There is. Bakari and Lena, this is a death threat that was sent by email to the mayor's office. This is according to a source that I've spoken to with direct knowledge of this police investigation. It was roughly 2 to 3 weeks ago that this email, I'm told it came from a server outside of the country, sent to the mayor's office, and it was essentially a death threat against Brampton's mayor, Patrick Brown, his wife, and their son. That death threat then prompted a police investigation to begin, and for roughly 2 weeks, I'm told that Peel Regional police officers were essentially parked outside of the mayor's family home, making sure that he and his family were safe. Today, we heard from Brampton's mayor, Patrick Brown, inside of the Peel Regional Police headquarters in Mississauga. He was hesitant to speak directly on the investigation, saying he didn't want to hamper it in any way, but was asked directly by our Steve Ryan, how does it make you feel to be the subject and the target of a death threat against you and your family? And here's his answer.
Well, I wouldn't want to interfere with the investigation just to say I've got great confidence in the Peel Police. I feel safe because we have a great police force in Peel Region. This is not the first time I've received a death threat. I did so a number of years ago. I'm sure it won't be the last, and it certainly won't change my approach. I certainly want my family to be safe, and I believe they are, but it won't change my approach to being outspoken about public safety and to do my job accordingly.
And so again, my source telling me that an email was sent from a server from outside of the country, but that Peel Regional Police have actually now identified at least one person, not only within the country, but within the GTA, who they believe is the primary suspect in this investigation. You heard Patrick Brown there saying it's not the first time he's received a death threat. He received one roughly 4 years ago, but certainly the situation has heightened the police alerts. Again, they provided this extra security protection for the mayor and his family. I'm told they've since backed off, feeling as though very imminently that they're going to be hopefully finding the person responsible. Here's more from the Deputy Police Chief, Nick Milinovich.
The mayor has a very public, very active role, and he advocates for his community. I think, the position he's taken on public safety, the way that he's advocated on behalf of not just his community, but the police service as well, it's a very, very public role. And a lot of people don't like that. And an unfortunate reality is some of those people are willing to commit crimes and make threats against people. In this circumstance, it was a threat that wasn't just made against the mayor, it was against his family. We did a risk assessment on that, and out of an abundance of caution to make sure that he and his family are safe, which we will always do, we provided some enhanced layers of security.
Chief Milinovich said that he was hopeful to have more news on this investigation in the coming days. And again, there is optimism that an arrest could be imminent. As for the mayor and his family, certainly the mayor reiterating his thanks to Peel Regional Police for keeping him and his family safe. And the source, again, familiar with this police investigation, saying at this point it's not believed that the mayor's support for the Tamil community has been very vocal about it, that it did not play a role in this death threat. But certainly the investigation continues out in Peel.
Okay, and so the motive still pretty unclear. Beatrice Vaisman working on this big breaking news story out of our newsroom tonight. Thanks so much, Beatrice.